Wow. What a year for Puppy. Sean Diddy Combs. This man is getting sued left and right. You just knew that when as he came with her lawsuit, even though it did close, it was settled pretty quickly. I want to say after a gay, it was settled as she won. You knew that would just open the floodgates for other lawsuits. And boy, has it. So the latest is a default judgment against Puff. There's a guy who is actually in prison as we speak, who has won a default judgment to the tune of $100 million. Because Puff did not show up to a virtual hearing. He did not show up. Do I believe the guy would actually get the money? Absolutely not. There's a reason Puff, or Sean Diddy, did not take this virtual hearing seriously. And, you know, I know it's good for fodder, gossiping, talking, internet fodder, or whatever. Everybody jumps on it. Oh man, Tuppy just lost a $100 million lawsuit. Did he? The guy, the very first thing I did was, well, let's see who this guy is, because when you hear he lost about $100 million judgment, well, damn, who sued him? And he just played it to the left, waiting even take the lawsuit serious. He wouldn't even take the lawsuit seriously at all. Who is the person? I'm thinking it's somebody famous, somebody that worked with him at least, you know what I mean? Somebody who has been in the circle. None of the above. The man who won, quote unquote, won this default judgment is currently serving time in prison as we speak in the state of Michigan, Michigan's Department of Correction. They have his name in all of the reports and everything that's online going on about this default judgment for Fodder against Diddy. They have the guy's name as Cardello Smith. Garrick Lee Cardello Smith. That's the name that's, circulating in the story or whatever. But when you look into the different records and going into his background, I can't characterize him as being litigious or sue happy, but he will sue you. He's one of those people who would file a lawsuit, and if it sticks, I win. If it doesn't, okay, I'll go to the next person. So that is the impression I have. But even when you look at his record, and as far as what's held with the state of Michigan, he has all of these different aliases. Even the state doesn't even have him listed as Garrick Lee Cardello Smith. They just have him as Garrick Lee Smith. So yeah, that in itself just kind of looks kind of iffy to me. But who am I to say? But yeah, this guy's not going to get $100 million out of Puff. He alleged that Puffy had offered him $2.3 million to drop the lawsuit. Now, what I was looking for before the Puffy's attorneys to come forward and just say, or at least deny, no, he didn't offer him $2.3 million. So I couldn't locate where they're refuting, disputing, or saying that part is not true. But this Cardello Smith guy has claimed that Puff visited him in prison and offered him $2.3 million to dismiss the lawsuit. Now, what Puffy's attorney did say was that this man is a convicted felon and a sexual predator who has been sentenced on 14 counts of sexual assault and kidnapping over the last 26 years. This is his attorney, Mark Adnifilo. That's Sean P. Diddy's attorney. And he goes on to continue to say that his resume now includes committing a fraud on the court from prison, as Mr. Combs has never heard of him, let alone been served with any lawsuit. Mr. Combs looks forward to having this judgment swiftly dismissed. End quote. As I said, this $100 million payout will never see the light of day. Again, you have to use common sense and say, well, if Puff didn't show up to a virtual hearing, when all you have to do is literally turn on your computer and just sit there, it didn't even show up for a virtual hearing. Yeah, this isn't going anywhere. And as I said, I don't want to characterize the Hardello Smith guy as so happy, but when you look at different, from what I found, and this is just in me just starting to research about this early in the afternoon, and the things there are like five or six different lawsuits that I saw with his name on it, and that's when I immediately was like, wait a minute. Does this guy just like to sue people, or are these legitimate cases that are going to court? So when I read what Puffy's attorney had to say, I was, yeah, OJ, there's more to this story. So we will see how this actually play out. I remember we're going on maybe about a year ago. I remember watching an interview with Aubrey O'Day where she was saying how different. She didn't give any specifics, so of course you never can, but she did hint at knowing that there were some things that are going to come down the pipeline, and that is why Puffy, y'all remember that again, he was giving some of his old artists, he was signing over there, publishing back to them.
And what would be the motivation to do that? I already know, because I know I have my ear to the street and I know everything that's about to happen. But I worked my ass off. You saw it. You remember us. We weren't treated right.
For whatever it was worth, and my understanding is he really wasn't worth much, but she did mention that members of their group was also, he was willing to sign over their publishing, but of course it came with some stipulations. But all of that to say that back then, again, about a year ago, what she did a sit down interview. She hinted at, yeah, he's only doing it because, yeah, some things are coming down the pipeline against him, and man, have some things come down, right? His home is being raided. The lawsuit, where he fell out of court with Cassie, the video of him assaulting Cassie. So yeah, it's been a very, very rough year for Sean P. Diddy Combs. But again, we shall see how this actually plays out. If it's actually going to go anywhere, I don't think it will. Again, this person that won this he won this default judgment. This guy has 62 more years to serve in prison. He is set to be released from prison 2086. He's 51 right now today. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Zara Golden. Be sure to comment down below. I always look forward to similar and different points of views. Hit the like button, share the video, and subscribe to my channel. Until the next time, take care.